Hello and welcome to another episode from the Carbed-Up Kiwi. Today I am really lucky to be at my boss's house. Everyone's at work and I have the day off, and I've come out to Waikuku with a couple of boxes to grab some plums. So as you can see just behind me, we have a tree laden with beautiful, sweet, juicy plums. So I've already had a couple and I'm going to pick some more. Some of the plums that I've collected so far, and they are just beautiful, and they're yellow fleshed, but man, they're so good, so sweet. There's nothing better than real tree ripened fruit. So I've got one of the plums here and I'm just going to give it a wee taste test. So sweet. Nothing like when you buy them in the supermarket. Sometimes they're still a little bit tart because they get picked a little bit underripe, but these are really good. Voila, we're done. Just found out that I've been doing this plum picking thing wrong for the last 10 minutes. So I've been picking the plums from the outside of the tree, but what I should be doing is picking the plums from the inside of the tree, because the plums grow behind the leaves. So if you come under the tree, you'll find all of the plums, and they're all readily accessible. As you can see, it's absolutely dripping with plums. There is also a second tree. We just walk over this way. Second tree here with smaller plums, but these are red flesh plums, so the other plums are yellow flesh plums. So we're going to get a box of those as well. Activewear, activewear. I'm picking plums in my activewear. And those plums aren't ripe, so well done. Alright, so I've just taken the fruit back to the car. Hey, there's a chicken. Hey, chicken. Hello, chicken. And all the dogs are starting to bark now. So we've got the yellow fleshed ones, which are a little bit bigger than the red ones, and then the red fleshed ones, which they're quite tiny. And then I also got a mixed box for my mother. Cool. So yeah, quite a few plums, quite happy with this haul. And now time to drive back to Christchurch. As I'm just in the car munching on my last plum. I've just eaten like 20 plums, and some of them were a little bit underripe, so yeah, they were a little bit tart, but this one is beautiful and juicy. And so the car's full of plums and I'm heading back into town. Today I started off with my litre of water when I woke up, and then my boyfriend and I, we went out to the Opawa farmers market. I had a nice vegan soup. It was, what was it? Leek, kumara and lemon. It was just really nice and subtle, really warm, really hearty. Yeah, it was just beautiful. After that we went to the Belgian Beer Cafe. So I always have a side of mushrooms and a side of tomatoes, and obviously they're both vegan and gluten-free. What did we do after that? Oh yeah, so the Belgian Beer Cafe is really close to the Triton Dairy, which is a really great place to buy cheap bananas, and a lot of the time they have organic bananas. Today we went across there and they had boxes for $7. However, we got the bananas home and realised that the top bits sitting up in the box, they were nice and yellow. The rest of them were pretty much like I had to throw them out. So I went through the whole entire box and it came to a total of 2 kilos of banana. So like the whole bottom layer was pretty much mushy, and just it was pretty much liquid, which I didn't realise at the time when I bought them. Yeah, so hindsight's a wonderful thing. Next time I'll go through all the boxes, or just select some bunches of bananas that are really nice and just buy those instead. So Hamish went to work and then I jumped in the car and drove out to Waikuku. Before I went, I made myself a Datorade because I needed some carbs, because a little cup of soup and some mushrooms and tomatoes, well, there pretty much aren't any carbs in those. So I made myself a Datorade. So when I make Datorade, I use a whole packet of camel dates, which is 1200 calories. I soak them overnight in cold water and then I blend them up in the morning to make a really nice sweet sugary Datorade. So I have the leftovers. I haven't drank it all yet and I'm just about to. I always put it in a big bottle because it makes so much. So this is a 2.8 litre bottle, and because it gets quite foamy when you blend it up, so with the foam it probably comes up to about here, so it makes nearly 2.8 litres of Gatorade. And when I was driving out to Waikuku, there was a lady that pulled up next to me at the lights, and I was drinking my Gatorade out of this giant bottle, and she was looking at me like, what are you doing? What is in that bottle, you weirdo? And I was like, don't care, just gonna drink it anyway because gotta get those carbs in. And oh my gosh, it is so sweet. So sweet! Sugar in a bottle. My voice is getting a little I'm not used to talking so much to myself. I get my Gatorade, get my Gatorade. Sugar in a bottle. Sugar in a bottle. Sugar in a bottle. Activewear, activewear. I'm wearing my glasses, my activewear. Okay, I think it's